been a little bit though, man. People are saying that you've been quiet, and you definitely have, man.
A little bit. I kind of just had to take a break, come back, analyze situations, make sure the business aspect of music was good. I'm back with that. The music's always there. So I'm back now with some more music, and we're here.
Is it still late nights, early mornings?
Slightly earlier mornings, but still late nights.
Yeah. So, why did you choose to take a time out, man? Because, some MCs are actually scared to take time out because they think if they take time out, they're just going to go cold. The fans ain't going to be with them no more.
In terms of taking a time out, I felt like I just put out Rise and Shine. So that CD did pretty well, given it was a free download. So that kind of took me forward into 2013. And then I kind of just wanted to make sure that my next single or next EP or whatever I did was in the right hands. So I kind of just wanted to analyze my situation on where I wanted to go and how I could get there. So I had to kind of draw up the plan, climb, and now we're here. So I think it's important for an MC to take time out, because if you're just consistently running or going from 0 to 60, you're going to hit a wall right off your car. So for me, I just kind of had to relax, take time out, and sort out myself.
So they say I'm part of the new wave. So why does it feel stupid? I just want the old school vibes. I still remember the days. Yeah, the old school garage and grime. Risky roads, aim high. Practice hours, F radio. Get back to them time.
Now, people are saying that the new wave MCs aren't really connecting with the fans and with the audience. How do you think those statements are, man?
I connect with my fans great. They're supporting the music right now. They're buying it more than ever. So big up the fans. I can't speak on anyone else's aspect. I mean, there is a certain percentage of people that are obviously going to be like, oh, they prefer old grime and da-da-da-da. We all do, but it is what it is. I've got my fans. They like the music, and I'll continue to push for them, if anything now. So I don't know. It's kind of just it's a pinch. Take it with a pinch of salt kind of situation. I mean, you're always going to get the critics and whatever, but it is what it is.
I'm actually glad to see that you've made the transition, because there was a time that you was flooding the free downloads, and now you're definitely retailing your music, man. How's the change gone for you?
I wouldn't say I turned my back on free downloads, but I think now it's just a crucial time for me to take myself and the music to a higher platform. And if that platform has to be that I sell my music to get a wider audience to pay more of attention, then it is what it is. I mean, with music, people tend to, I'd say in 2013, maybe just before then, music was always alright, people would listen to it, but now music gets digested so quick. It's like a free download, it wouldn't make sense me giving out a body of work, and then the next thing you know, it's like, yo, so what's next? 2 weeks later. So now it's just kind of giving it to them in small chunks and letting them kind of understand that this is serious, and if I'm doing it, I'm going to put a video, I'm going to put it out as a single and do the proper promo for that, and then keep it moving, and then they get the body of work later on. But free downloads, obviously I like them. Maybe you get a free freestyle here and there, but right now the music I'm making, I feel like I can't give it out for free. I'll be hurting myself, so I'm working.
Back to the times when it was war reports and clashing in crime. That feeling that you get from music, Jesus, I ain't felt that in time. Back in rhythm division for vinyls, it's DJ Rival as a selector. Take tracks and play the ad that you sent at a feeling I miss, but I still remember.
One thing I like about you, one of many things, like you're very honest. I can't say that about everybody or MCs, but you're very honest, and you're being very honest and vocal about the fact that away from music, you have a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why did you feel like you had to have a job, and like you're being so vocal about it, like a day job?
Because it's life. I mean, we can all be the best MC, the best DJ, best producer, whatever, but at the end of the day, do I want to be the best MC living at my mum's house, or do I want to be the best MC and able to maintain everything outside of music? So that means me living on my own, sorting out funds, being able to pay for my own studio time, like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like just small things like that maybe I didn't have. Like when I first came in the scene, I didn't have money for studio time, so I was reliant with management to do certain things. Now I'm in a position where I pay my own studio time. The single, I remember, paid for that myself, mix and mastering, done that all myself, paid for that. So I feel now I can bring a lot more to the table. So the percentage, when it comes down to it, no one's gonna try to take the piss out of my money or anything like that. And it's just a matter of growth, because if music doesn't go how I want it to and it goes left, what am I supposed to fall back on? So
Can you understand that maybe there would be some arguments that you're not prepared to take the sacrifice for music?
But then,
Like
maybe
you got a job away from music.
yeah. But then you just got to work around it. If you don't sort your life out yourself, no one else ain't gonna sort it out for you. And I refuse to say, well, to my landlord, well, boy, I ain't the money this year. I had to go and do this single, you know. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And I don't feel like I let myself get too indulged into the whole industry lifestyle, going to every rave and doing all that stuff. As long as I get the stuff recorded and everything's done, everything else is cool. If I'm tired in work because I've been writing lyrics, then I'll deal with being tired in work because I had to write lyrics. But both will be done regardless. So that's just how I live my life.
Would you encourage more MCs to maybe take the route of getting a day job as well?
If they want money in their pocket, why not? If they're happy to live at home, some MCs, you might have a little housing benefit, you'd be alright. But I just want finer things in life outside of music, and having a job allows me to do that. And I'm young, so what else would I fall back on? I mean, it was either this route or education. So, and right now, education wasn't a route for me, so getting a job just seemed like the right thing to do.
Now, the latest single, I Remember,
Yep.
is definitely a throwback to the old school. And you definitely caught the mood correctly on this one, man.
Yeah.
Like, I know it might be obvious, but what inspired the track, man? Why did you go this route?
The instrumental, big up Mooney, he made that, and when he sent it to me, I just heard everything that I wanted to hear from a kind of like, yeah, we're gonna talk about back in the day, but this is the instrumental that I wanna kind of locate the sound and explain everything that I'd witnessed in my time, because I feel like with old school tracks, people take it so far back. It's like anybody of my age wouldn't really understand. Like, I didn't go to no pay-as-you-go raves or no Heartless raves. I was completely that mad young, but I grew up on risky roads. Like, I remember having that feeling of going Rhythm Division, wanting to get vinyls and seeing the whole war report with Movement and Boy Better Know and stuff like that. So I know how that feels, and I know that it hasn't been spoke about very like strongly in the grime scene, but that's what I grew up on, that's what I love, so I'm going to speak about it. I mean, you get certain aspects where people might try and say, oh, the old MCs don't really like the new MCs, but this is kind of me just saying, well, whatever that the case may be, big up Yous Lot, because this is what I grew up on, and Yous Lot was running things, and I remember them days. Like, and I haven't felt like that for a while in music, so I just wanted to kind of do a tune and pay homage. With doing that, it was only right to put Merkston. Obviously, he made Good Old Days with Gets, so, and I had that element that I kind of heard on the tune, and Double S as well. He did what was his tune? Doing This From Day. So I mean, there were certain MCs that I wanted to get on there, but it's only a 3-minute tune, so I can only get out a few MCs that stood out for me, and them two, their styles fit perfectly with the tune, so it just made sense.
Before all the good times, I was trying to get my hands on what I could find. Get all gospel and end at the beginning was winning. I was trying to get my hands on all the good rhyme. And then I switched it up quick time. I had hit lines, that's why I picked rhyme. I would pose in a manner in Dolce & Gabbana and a bandana looking like Joel Santana. Had a mad swag I made, yeah. Fiend for the dagger when it came to the flow. No, there weren't no one better. You're getting bad up if you try to test, get had up. It was all competition, but I could even act sing. Frankenstein, I was getting mad ring. When you're getting cash money.